Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by and checking out the video. So, today is a nice overcast day. Supposed to rain later today in the afternoon. Beautiful, beautiful skies. The humidity is very bad, and mosquitoes are out to get me. I spray myself, but still. Anyways, I want to show you a late August garden tour. And so far, what we have done to the backyard garden over here, Flowerfield Garden. As you can tell, we extended the patio with mulch, added some edging, so it'll be easier to mow the grass because let me tell you, here in Virginia, the grass grows very, very quickly. During the summer, we use this greenhouse for storage. As you can see on my potting soil, potting containers that I just throw in there after putting them in the ground. I use half of the ground with cardboard, and the other half I used the cloth that you put over grass to stop weeds from coming through in grass. So as you can see, some cardboard popping out of the mulch. I do have a dog, likes chasing rabbits and squirrels, so the bark or mulch gets moved around. Um, as you can see, my new items of summer, these echinaceas, beautiful, creamy white color. Added some carex here, golden carex, some daylilies. These are called strawberry candy. I cannot wait to see the blooms coming out. We got some ajuga, which is a tricolor ground cover, which I truly, truly loved, and I can wait to see it spread around. Some annuals here that got very leggy. Just prop it up with the gnome. Some daylilies and hydrangeas, daisies already going to sleep right there. You can see this Rudbeckia maxima leaning towards the sun thanks to this tree, which hopefully we get it to trim it here in spring soon. The sedum also added this shrimp plant, which loves its spot here with the coleus. Oh my god, I just think this is a beautiful combination. And the greenery in the back. Oh, it's pretty. So, so pretty. This is a olive tree fragrant shrub. As you can see, the new growth, burgundy, green, and then dark green. Beautiful, beautiful, fragrant, and I think late winter, early spring. I don't remember. These beautiful firelight hydrangeas, oh my goodness, are my favorite shrubs. I added 5 of them in the front of the house, which is the little ones. They get to be up to 5 feet tall, 3 to 5 feet tall. So these ones don't flop a lot like as you can see over here, the limelight hydrangeas. They don't flop much. Ooh, can you tell that the limelight hydrangeas went from white to pink now that it's getting a little cooler at night? Oh my goodness, so beautiful. And then this one's turning pink for the fall. So pretty. Anyways, I trim out the salvia yesterday, clean up a little, weeded a little. Obviously, everything doesn't look too perfect because it's not supposed to be. I've learned that. Anyways, I cut some old echinaceas. Um, Obviously, we need to mulch more here. These are the moms, and you can tell that we got a little bloom right there, but these are the moms that bloom in fall. You can see all these little buds. So pretty. And the bee balm. I don't know what happened to that one. Anyways, I love this garden here because it looks like a cottage garden. Very colorful. Lots of pollinators on it. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see. Going to the shade garden now. I'm surprised this sedum hasn't flopped over, but I think it likes this spot. Soon it will start changing into a burgundy color. Right now it looks like a tall broccoli, but in fall it changes burgundy, pink, nice colors for fall. You can tell too the summer blue hydrangea and the summer blue hydrangea is changing color too. And this one also pretty. Can't wait for fall. It's one of my favorite seasons. And spring. Um, we're in the shade garden now, and no color. Mostly it's all green, chartreuse green, all different kinds of greens. Mostly it's hydrangeas, a fern, euchera, and hostas. See, I don't think this one, Dusty Miller, I think it's called, didn't like much the shade because it got very leggy. This paradise plant, oh my goodness, it's beautiful. As you can see, one leaf came off. That's probably my dog chasing the bunny around. An aloe, loving its life over here. Probably move it up a pot when we bring it back inside. And then I just planted some of the hostas that I still had in pots. Right here, we did an experiment that we learned from Jim Putnam on on YouTube, where we cut some slits on the side of the bucket, fill it with soil, and then just slightly bend the branch that's closer to the soil, to the ground, and put it on the soil inside the can, and then put a brick. And see if it's easy to propagate that way. Because this is the Esportia, and it's one of my favorite plants in winter. Can't wait to show you guys how beautiful this plant is gonna look. And well, if I could add another one to the garden, it will be amazing. Free plants. Uh, Over here we have some leaves of mulch, more hostas, lots of green colors here. I bought these hydrangeas. I do not know where to put them, so I could either sell them or give them away, because I do not know where to put them at all. Over here we have this endless blue summer hydrangea. I did water it, as you can see on the bottom floor. I'm just waiting for it to perk up. Another some hydrangea right here, and then can barely see this maple tree, but in fall it's gonna turn into a nice burgundy red tree. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyways, didn't much do didn't do much here in this bed this summer. Mostly because I noticed that mosquitoes like hanging out around this bamboo area. One more walk. We'll do more of a cleanup in the fall. Rake some leaves, cut some old stems, and I do want to tag all my hostas, label them on the ground before they go to sleep, so that way I know where they are for next year. But yeah, it's very calm, quiet garden bed here. Over here in my other garden, let's show you where we are right now. See, I was just over there, and I'm over here in the middle. We have some elephant ears, 2 3 years now in that area. Wax myrtle, shrubs or trees against the fence, some hydrangeas. The coleus, oh my goodness, let me tell you how beautiful that looks from far away against all the chartreuse green that you see around. This beautiful maple tree. All the Japanese maple trees are my favorite trees in this garden. I am going to cut the boxwood later in the fall. Give me a little trim before everything goes to sleep. I love this bed because it does not give a lot of weeds. I did not mulch this year, this bed, which is awesome. Mostly it's hydrangeas, hostas, and coleus. It did had a bunny and it was eating most of my hostas. Ate most of my liatris. I'll show you in a little bit. So I couldn't see any blooms this year. Anyways, this bed is one of my favorites too. Oh, am I saying that a lot? But this tree, oh my goodness. It's the golden ticket of the garden, magnolia, tulip tree, beautiful in the spring. All right, welcome to the sunny side of the garden where we get more 4 to 6 hours a day of sun. So this is the sunny location. This one is tree is called Dorchino tree. Blooms in the spring. I have a lot of little limelights around the garden. You can see they're changing color. I am gonna say, excuse the weeds. Lots of weeds. This garden, it's big. Or this garden bed is very big, and one of me and a bunch of mosquitoes, I'm going inside. Anyways, this is the azalea. I have three of those little ones. They're very small. They're supposed to be a little big, but the bunny ate most of it early this spring. A shrimp plant. The bunny ate most of the tops. I could see it, fresh cuts on the top. Those were mostly bunny bites. Like my Neatris, the one that I was just talking about, was eaten mostly by the bunny. Alright, let's give you a little glance. Mahogany Splendor right here, the burgundy purple one. Look how pretty. I grew that one from seed. It's supposed to be a perennial here in zone 8. Another Japanese tree right here. Oak leaf hydrangea. Yeah, I'm surprised this hostas did very well here. With all this sun, you can see some of the leaves are a little burnt out from the sun. This is one of my favorite summer perennials, serendipities. Bees, butterflies, everything. Love it. Over here we have this arbor full of vines. Let me tell you what I planted in this arbor early this spring. Some black eyed Susan, 2 on each side. Loofah, 1 on this side. And then purple hyacinth bean on each side. It's being guarded by this beautiful giant spider. The camera is not doing this justice. That thing is size of a dollar quarter. Anyways, let me show you the loofah that we saw yesterday. And the flowers the loofah provides. And then like all these wild vines from the hyacinth bean just floating everywhere. Pretty cool. I didn't got it mostly to walk in it. I just got it to display some vines like the loofah and that hyacinth bean that everybody seems to talk about. Right next to it we have a fig tree. We're doing the same thing here, trying to propagate a branch. It was a twig 3 years ago. Now look at this. This is a beautiful pineapple guava. I love the blue color on this. Beautiful. Another little limelight. This is a big salvia. Got in a grande size container and now look how big it is now. Good for the pollinators. And then over here you can see my little collection of serendipities and then the sedums. Both of these. The fluffy little balls on the top. So pretty. The weeds just comes with the territory of having a garden, so I'm sorry. We have some shrimp plants. I just planted that, so it's a little shock, but it's gonna be okay. Little lentiana with butterflies. Another daylily. You can see the flowers already spent, and now it looks like a little woody, beautiful ornament. Hibiscus, oh my goodness. This hibiscus gave me pretty flowers, but now it's turning into a little eyesore. Oh, something touched me. Alright, let's see. That's a big light. We have firelight, hydrangeas in the bag, which is kind of like a lacy color. Rosemary, more serendipities, and you can see the coleus. I don't know, with this sedum. Let me tell you, perfect combination of, I think, in my style or opinion, you should say. Mm. Anyways, I love how this looks right now. Go in here, my weedy breaker pathway that I am trying to fix one day. I just moved this bee balm from over here. I just planted this crepe myrtle tree. See boxwood. I moved this one from the front early this summer, and hopefully it comes back better next year. A purple grass who I bought next year, and now it's back living its life. This trident tree looks like a weedy mess to me, but we're supposed to cut it back because all the branches in this tree went totally wild. Alright, I did want it a pineapple lily, but even in the botanical garden, this lily looks very wonky. Look at that. Super wonky lily. So maybe it's because of the first year, but even the ones that I saw in botanical garden, in their years, and they still look wonky. So I do not know what's all the gaga for this plant. Let's see, there's another one over here. I mean, I don't know why it's falling down. Another shrimp plant. Doesn't that look pretty? The bay leaf I planted this spring. These bamboos taking away this bed, but I come and cut it back late fall. Probably comes back with new shoots next year. Just don't want to do a lot of maintenance right now because there's a lot of buggies out here. Still having a home. Do not want to disturb that. Spiders, mosquitoes. Alright, as we move away from the bamboo, let's walk over here and show you the tree that we planted early this spring. Another Japanese maple tree. And it's doing very marvelous here. Loving its spot. I love the chartreuse color on it. See rosemary. Looks very kind of like a little leggy. We got Miss Molly butterfly bush over here. So pretty colors. Chinese French shrub. Looking so pretty. It's gonna get so tall. But look at this forsythia. That thing is like 8 feet tall. That's the tiny little prince right there. All the way down there. And another little limelight. And then on this arbor, I do have clematis. Already past this brine. Another loofah. You see that the colors of this changing on into little food. And then let's see the flower. Let me show you the flower. See if we can go in there. That's the beautiful loofah flower. I have a hyacinth bean on this pot right here. I do not want it to plant it on the ground that day. So it's just growing from the roots to the ground. But yes, something that I planted from seed. All these plants were planted by seeds. All right. Um, yeah, this is the forsythia. Turns green in summer and yellow in spring. This is the limelight hydrangea we propagated a year ago, and look how big it's gotten. So big. I have this beautiful arborvitae here for privacy, and lots of weeds. This is the alley, we call this. This is another door for the outside. We don't really use this path, so it's just covered with weeds. I don't even let my little dog go over there too. But yeah. I like how full the garden is turning to be on this side of the bed. Over here on this bed, I have a big giant limelight hydrangea. It flopped with the storms earlier midsummer. Like say, and I tried lifting it up, but I need something stronger to hold it, so I need to go get one of those big steel metals to put on the ground to hold it, because the branches are very thick, and I will cut it back late fall. Can I even see what's underneath there? But I do have a couple of small arborvitae balls. See, I hope it's not damaging them. Sometimes they're serendipity. Over here we have a guava tree. As you can see, it's producing some fruit. Really awesome. It's loving its life over here, that's for sure. We have some shrubs. Can you tell they need some trimming? Over here we have a burrito on this banana tree ready to unravel. Beautiful. This is a plantain, and that's a banana. And then the peach tree, I wasn't able to harvest any peaches because the squirrels got them all. I do have some marigolds planted around it. And well, look at my amaranth. Look at my amaranth. First it was beautiful. Then my dog started chasing a rabbit, so he broke it. Then the Japanese beetles came over and did holes. But the reason I planted this beautiful cut flower is because look at these long things that when you do a flower arrangement, you could just let the what would you call this? It's not foliage. It's just you should. Oh my goodness! If I could express how this feels like. Oh, so pretty. Look, it stretches too. Wow. I would definitely add more of those to my garden. This is dahlia, purple blooms. Obviously, there's no more. They're done for the season. This is a papaya tree. Beautiful, beautiful papaya tree. This is a very thorny lime shrub. I don't know how many times it has poked my legs and arms. Oh my goodness. Alright, can you tell this is out of the season now? Ow! See? I just did it right now. Tomatoes. Little Korean tomatoes. I really need to come and harvest them because after rain they get split. I tried for my girls to come get my some tomatoes, but when they see bugs they run away. A little purple grass planted with some, oh goodness, the name just ran, oh, calendula. And look, I'm getting new buds for the fall. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. I planted those by seed and or are one of my favorite plants. All right. In this bed we have some pumpkin vines, cucumber lemon vines, and I think more pumpkins. I don't know. Anyways, we were able to harvest some pumpkins out of this, but it will, after a while it got too wild and we just pull it out. And then right now we only have the peppers, jalapeno peppers, some sweet potato vines that are coming back because obviously the bunny was eating them. Yes, the bunny was nice and fat when we rehomed it. Don't worry, we captured him and then we let him go somewhere else. Alright, so I reseeded some more sunflowers and we'll see how big and tall these sunflowers get. Um, because I had some sunflowers here and we removed them. So we left some sunflowers here because they were still going. So obviously I'm not gonna cut them back. But the giant sunflower that we were able to harvest was 10 feet tall. Pretty cool. All right, on this bed, as you can see over here, I have 3 garden raised beds. I have some loofah. We had some cucumbers growing here. Obviously, we removed them because they were just declining, and once they start declining, they start changing colors, pale. So I took them out and let the loofah foliage take over, and hopefully, cross fingers, we get some. You can see the little mess we left there, but that could go back to the soil. And I forgot to take this cucumber inside. So in this bed, I have a lot of marigolds. You see that? Planted by seed, and then some jalapenos too. Planted by seed. So yeah, we gotta definitely find a recipe to do jalapeno jelly, which be it will be awesome to do. Sweet potato. I put this little trellis thing here so they go up here, and then I got 2 little obelisk, I could say it's called, and for the tomatoes to climb up, and they look so pretty. Some more marigolds planted by seed. Look how big and beautiful these are. God, I'm totally getting new foliage, hopefully for the fall. So pretty. Let me turn around. I got a little bit of the sweet potato vine and climbing all the way here on this other trellis too. And and then some jalapenos and more tomatoes. More tomatoes. I also cut back the teddy bear sunflowers so that way it could produce new little flowers. And it did, but these ones are not as big as the first ones. You can see pretty sunflowers. As you can see, the plant is already declining, so pretty soon it's gonna be cut back and wait until next year. I have some dahlias here that I saved from last year. I kind of didn't have them in the right spot, so yeah, I just cut this one back. So that's why it looks very messy in there, but yeah, just the foliage grew this year. I have another sweet potato there. Some of the Swiss chard is declining too. So it's gonna be a lot of fall cleanup this year. Oh, that's why. Going through spider webs is not fun. As long as there's no spider in there, I should be okay. Look at these pretty marigolds. So there's orange, yellow, and I think this one came in a mix inside those packets because I don't think that's the one I ordered, but I'm not gonna complain. It's beautiful. Alright, let's go to this bed. Another jungle mess of tomato vines. Being very happy. I should totally come back here and get some tomatoes. Oh my goodness. The avocado plant and more jalapenos that need to be harvested. And another little plant of jalapenos. And look at this little grass blooming. So pretty. Oh yeah, I didn't show you the middle garden here. The basil here is already setting seeds, putting out the blooms and stuff. Declining as well. This is the grapevine. It was eaten from the Japanese beetles, but they only damage the leaves. They don't damage the actually roots and stuff like that. So that it should be fine for next year again. This one is the Japanese eggplants. We did harvested one, and so so pretty. We have some new dill coming up. So cool. More marigolds and wheats. And this is the canes for raspberries. And in the middle right here is Black Eye Susan. Yep. The end of the season, you can tell everything's already declining and passing its prime. By declining and passing its prime, look at this wildflower bed. Can you tell we are at the end of summer? It still has some pretty flowers in there somehow, but all of these needs to be cleaned up. Well, see, more blooms too. Cosmos, another bloom coming. So just gotta enjoy the good, ugly, and bad. Look, zinnias. More blooms coming from the zinnia family. Pink lemonade, blueberries, and then the other bed with wildflowers that I put seeds in. You can see, look at these dahlias. These are dahlia blooms. Pretty cool. I weeded and cleaned this bed. Took all the stuff that looks really bad. I don't know if you can tell here, but there's a big giant spider web all over here. Big giant spider web. So I gotta be careful where I'm walking. Well, at least we got a nice sunflower today. Look at so pretty. We are in the front driveway bed, and you can tell the black-eyed Susan's already past the prime. Butterfly bush, the salvia, I trimmed back and it's coming right back again, which is awesome. I'm just gonna give you a little overlook at this place. I mean garden that needs to be weeded and edged. Yes, as you can tell, it needs a lot of cleaning. The shrimp plant just planted, so it's a little in shock, but other than that, it should be just fine. All right. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Um, I really enjoyed the video making it too. Being able to see how everything's doing at the end of summer. I'm so looking forward to fall. Fall is easier to work in. And like I see, I didn't post any videos because it's been extremely hot and humid. And it's humid right now too, but the sun is not out, so it's a little tolerable. It is amazing how this garden has grown, and I'm so looking forward to next year with the new growth of the new plants that I got this year, because they do not look so happy right now, but they will next year. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.